Nama. I am from Iran. I was born in Iran, but I grew up in England. So my English accent is because I lived in England, but then I went back to Iran again and I studied at university. My bachelor, 4 years, then master, 2 years, then doctor degree, PhD, 4 years in Iran. So I have a doctor degree, a PhD in teaching English. And I have been teaching English now for around 18 years, but I'm still young. So,
An educator from Z.P.H School Ilavaram. Here my question is, what can I do if I don't understood someone?
okay, thank you, Nandini. Very good. First of all, nice to meet you, and thank you for your question. Well, Nandini, sometimes, yes, we don't understand people, and that's totally okay. Like, even if you don't understand anybody, first of all, you should know that it's natural. We're not going to understand everybody always, even when you grow up, even when you're 60 years old, sometimes you might not even understand somebody, even if they're speaking the same language. So miscommunication always happens. But what is important? First, we always have to communicate. Now, communicate, what does communicate mean? You all have English, you've studied English, you have words in your mind, right? You just have to put those words together. In an easy way, you want explanation. You say, okay, for example, excuse me, would you say that again, please, in an easier way? Or excuse me, could you explain that? I didn't understand. So asking is never, ever something wrong. I am a question box, by the way. From when I was your age, I was a question box until now. And I always have why for everything. My poor mom and dad are tired of me because I say why for every single thing. So it's okay to ask questions. If you don't understand, you just have to ask that person to make it easier for you, not to translate, okay? Make it easier. For example, you don't understand, you say, would you please make that in a way that I can understand? I didn't understand. Could you repeat that, please? Could you say it in other words, please? That's it. So first of all, you always ask. Second, it's a matter of practicing. You have to practice what you have. What does practicing mean? It means that, well, I've never taught Indian students, but I've heard, and I have friends that are Indian, that they are, thank God, very clever. And you study a lot of English back in India. That's lovely. That's great. So you just have to put the words together and practice the skills. For example, if it depends on your style. If you like reading, practice reading. If you like speaking, practice speaking. If you like watching movies, watch movies. So this is one thing you can do.
Hi, sir. I am from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Would you allow
Nice
me
to
to
meet
ask
you.
a question?
Sure, of course. Nice to meet you. Go ahead.
How can I improve my listening skills?
When they were 1 year old, I want to know the students. When you were 1 year old, you only knew one language, right? And nobody helped you to understand that language. You just listened, listen. So first, you didn't understand words, but you listened a lot. You listened, and then mama came out, baba came out. And then gradually, so English is the same. You have to listen a lot. What is useful to listen? You can listen to, if you like movies in English, animations, there are lovely animations that are in English. You can listen to, you can watch, and you can turn on the English subtitle, not Indian, okay? English subtitles. So you can listen to music if you like music, English music. When you're at home, when you are tired, English music helps. You can listen to storytelling podcasts. Thank God now we have internet. We have our best friend Google. You just have to type in Google what you like, whatever you like, sports, you like fashion, you like gadgets, you like technology, anything you like, you just type the word in English and you write listening audio. And it brings you thousands of things that you can listen to. And this will help you improve your listening. Okay, so the more at this age you listen to, the more fluent you become, the more easily you can speak.
Okay.
Hello, ma'am. My name is Jagadish. I am studying 8th grade at Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Here, my question is: are learning grammar topics such as tenses, reported speech, and voice make you good at English?
So, Jagadish, good question. Here, grammar, okay? About grammar, first of all, I should say yes. Anything that we learn in English, it helps us in speaking, okay? I learned English when I was a child in England. When I was your age, I was in England and I was learning English. I was in the context, okay? So at the beginning stages, yes, maybe if you're 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, no, grammar is not important. If you ask me this question, when you're 1 to 5, I say, no, no problem. You don't have to learn grammar. You can just talk, and use the way you like. But after 5 years old, okay, yes, you need grammar. You should talk in a grammatical way. Why? Because understanding is better. Your sentences will look more nicer. But the thing is, okay, when you are speaking, don't stop yourself. Like, don't say, okay, I'm going to use simple present. I'm going to use a simple past. No, don't do that. You have to learn the grammar, and then automatically the grammar will come into your speaking. So yes, you have to learn topics. Why? Because communication is important. I'm now somebody new you want to communicate with, want to talk to me, right? We need to understand each other. So that's why we need grammar. Okay?
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome.
Marina, I am an 8th grade student. I am from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. I am so interesting to interact with you, ma'am. Can I pose you a question?
Sure, go ahead. Thank you.
Is reading English newspaper helpful in learning language?
Okay. Farina, good question again. All of you are asking great questions, by the way. Listening, okay. We have speaking, we have reading, we have writing. Very good. Now, reading is in the middle. I brought it in the middle, okay? So here I said listening, speaking, reading. Yes, reading will help you and is important. You need it for school, you need it for high school, you need it for university, you need it for your life. You're going to become, hopefully, you'll get a job, or you want to become great mothers, great fathers. So we always need reading. We always need English. Now, how can it help us? For example, in the future, you buy a new microwave, you buy a new fridge, you buy a new computer. You want to know how to work with it, and the booklet is in English. It doesn't have Indian language. So you should know how to read. Now, this reading, when it's summer, when it's your vacation, again, you have a book that you like, the topic you like, whatever you like. You like drama, you like history, you like mystery, whatever kind of topic you like, find a book, go to the library, get a book, and daily read it. It doesn't have to be one book in 1 week, no, but make it a habit, something regular. Like every day study, like read, it's not study, don't look at this as study. Every day enjoy and read, for example, 2 pages. Then after 1 week, make it 3 pages. and this will improve your English a lot.
Okay.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
How are you, ma'am?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm fine, ma'am. My name is Mamata. I'm an 6th grader. I'm from G.P.H.S Ilavaram. Can I ask one question, ma'am?
Sure, please ask your question.
How can I explain something if I cannot find the exact word?
Okay, well, if you understand that sentence or that word or anything, you've understood it, okay? Now you can't find words, but you've understood what it's saying. Try to make it as easy as possible. For example, I ask you a question and you know the answer in Indian, okay? For example, I'll say, how are you? What are you going to do in the next 5 years? Okay, what are you going to do in the next 5 years? What are your dreams in the next 5 years? You have it in Indian, but you don't have it in English. What can help you a lot is, first of all, imagine it not in Indian, in pictures. Bring 5 years, the pictures in your mind, okay? And then choose easy words, easy English words, connecting those pictures. So you have a dream. What am I going to do? For example, travel, study hard, help my parents, be a good student, be a good child, daughter or son. Okay, these come into your mind. So you all know easy words like good, bad, student. First, have words, okay? Bring words together, a picture, words together, and then try to just put words beside each other. In this case, it's okay if your grammar is not right because you want to convey your meaning. You want to tell somebody your meaning, okay? So don't worry about the grammar. Don't worry about the sentence. Just try to put all the words in English that you have together and say what you want to say.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're welcome. Hello, how are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
I'm Roshni, an 8th grader from Z.P.H School, Ilavaram. Would you allow me to ask a question?
Sure, please.
How can I learn prepositions?
Can you learn prepositions? Okay. Now, again, one thing that I always tell my students at exam, something that is really important is bring pictures. At your age, okay, you like pictures, right? Imagine things. So if you are learning prepositions, for example, prepositions of place, in, on, at, under, above, below, behind, in front of, opposite, on the corner. If you're learning all of these, always have a picture for one thing. For example, always have, I'll just bring something. What's this? What's this, everybody? Tissue, thank you. So it's a box of tissue, right? Now, here, what's this?
Water bottle.
Okay, now, where's the bottle of water?
On the tissues.
Excellent, okay. So where is the bottle of water now?
Under the tissue.
Excellent, very good. So see, now we played with pictures. This will always be in your mind. It will always be fixed in your mind. So for any preposition, sometimes we have verbs, right? For example, we say, I am interested in teaching. In is a preposition. I am interested in teaching. It means I love teaching. I like teaching. It's my thing. It's my life. So I connect the preposition to my life and it will always be here. So I am interested in teaching. You are interested in maybe something else. You put that, connect it to your life, and it will always be here.
Yes.
Thank you, ma'am.
You're
Thank you.
welcome. Hello. How are you?
I am fine, ma'am. My name is Z.P.H.S. I am from Z.P.H.S School, Ilavaram. Can I ask a question, ma'am?
Sure, Hosnia, go ahead.
How can I improve my fluency in English and my confidence?
Okay, so fluency and confidence. Yes, Hosnia?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so first of all, fluency. The most important thing is you always have to think you are having fun, enjoy. Don't think you are learning. Oh, it's an exam. Oh, I'm studying. Oh, it's hard. I don't like it. No, think that you want to make friends. Right now, I'm somebody new here, right? We are going to be friends, new friends. So how can you communicate with me? How can you talk with me? Just relax and use your English. Say whatever you like. Ask me questions. And this, first of all, will help your confidence. So you always have to relax and think that, okay, I'm just going to communicate with someone. I'm just going to give information and get information, ask a question and get an answer. So there's no right or wrong when you want to communicate. We shouldn't think of, oh, this is right, this is wrong. No, this is communication. You want to talk. Fluency means you want to easily talk. You want to be friends with someone. You want to be comfortable. So first of all, relax, smile, and enjoy. Have fun. Okay? This is the only thing that can help you be confident. Never think about your mistakes. Yes, when you are in class and you want to like try to have a test, okay, you need to focus on your mistakes. You have to say, okay, here I'm not going to make this mistake. And maybe sometimes your fluency will stop. But when you're practicing, you shouldn't think of your mistakes. You should just try, and practice makes perfect.
Thank
Thank
you.
you, ma'am.
Wonderfully,
You're
wonderfully explained. Thank you so much. Radhika, would you like to ask a question?
Yes, sir.
Please.
Hello, ma'am.
Hello, how are you?
My name is I'm fine, ma'am. What about you?
I'm fine, thank you.
My name is Radhika. I am studying 6th grade. I'm from Z.P.H.S Ilavaram. Can I ask a question, ma'am?
Sure, Radhika, go ahead.
How can I expand my vocabulary?
Okay, thank you, Radhika. Now, expanding your vocabulary, knowing a lot of vocabulary. Again, as I said, in your free time, in summer, it would be the best thing to try to watch animations with subtitle, English subtitle. And okay, the first time, just watch it so you have fun. The second time, pause it and write the words from the subtitles that you see you don't know. And when you write a word, first of all, okay, you guess the meaning because you've watched the movie, okay? After that, when you guess the meaning, you try to think what it is, never think in Indian, always English. Then you check you write the sentence. If you like the sentence of the movie, the animation in your notebook, always have one notebook for vocabularies. One small notebook that you can take everywhere. Right now, my mother language is Persian, Farsi. In Iran, we talk Farsi, Persian. In Oman, they talk Arabic. And I'm not good at Arabic. I know Arabic a little. And being in an Arab country, you should know Arabic. It really helps you. So what do? I have a notebook, okay? I have a small notebook I carry with me everywhere. And just a second, let me bring it so I can show it to you.
Yes.
I carry with me everywhere. And I write, look, each day, I write words. I write different words on different parts. So you always have a notebook with you. And whatever I hear a new word, I have my pen, I bring it out, I write. At first, it's funny for some people, but then they'll get used to your notebook. Now, you're at home, you're reading, you're listening, you're watching, whatever. You just write them down somewhere. And afterwards, you write a sentence you like with it. Again, personalized, related to your life, to yourself, it stays here.
Okay. Thank you.
How can I link my ideas to sound great speaker?
Okay. Now, how can you link your ideas to sound great speakers? First of all, don't always use the word great and perfect. It's okay. You are going to link your ideas. Your idea is your idea. So for you, it's perfect. For you, it's great. So you have an idea and you want to link it, okay, to sound to see wow. First of all, if you use your own idea, you will be great. As I said, don't think that you have to be perfect. You have to be without mistakes. You have to, if you have an idea, give your idea, talk. The most important thing is learning English is whatever is here, bring it out here. It's here, bring it here in English. The more you do that, the more you become confident, the more you become fluent, the more your idea is there. So all ideas are great. All ideas are wonderful. The important thing is you just have to bring it out. You have to just say it out. Now, sometimes we don't have words. We have to try, okay, to think, link the words we have. Sometimes we need more practice. So it's important to see which skill you have a problem and practice that more. And then all your ideas will be great.
Here I have a few questions from my side. So now I would like to ask a few questions in Oman's education system. So I am a bit curious to know about the education system in Oman. Could you please explain to me how exactly the Oman's education system is practiced? Is there any public system or private system? Which one is more popular in Oman? And could you please explain to us?
Well, first of all, in Oman, especially grade, let's say 7, 8, 9, I'm not teaching that grade, but what I've heard from my side, the experience that I'm hearing, is that first of all, they have both private sections and state. State schools, well, they teach in Arabic. They're teaching in Arabic, but they have English from first grade. But the other courses are taught in Arabic. Now there are private schools, which we have a lot of Indian private schools actually, which again, they are teaching English. All subjects are taught in English. So again, from grade 1 and upwards, like grade 7, 6, 8, 9, they're all teaching all subjects in English. Now, so the difference is when students graduate from grade 12 high school, those that graduate from private school, because they have studied all subjects in English, are stronger in English, while as those that have had their native mother tongue, Arabic, with English, they are weaker. So that's why when we are learning, it's very important to put aside our native language and try to learn the base.
Yeah, thank you. You actually born in, actually you lived in England as well as in Iran, yes. And now currently yes. You're working in Oman. So
yes.
have you found any kind of difference in terms of the way that the administration, especially the education system, being practiced in Oman is different from these two countries like UK and Iran? In what
Yes,
aspect it
yes.
is different?
Well, first of all, the important thing is that in UK, I was like 3 years old when I went, and when I came back, I was 12 years old. So this span, I was elementary and junior school there. Now, well, it's totally different because there you are in a context of English. So automatically you learn very faster. So when you are surrounded with English, you learn much more faster. Now, the context between the difference between Iran and Oman is that in Iran, the like let's say governmental sector, government schools, state schools, we don't have English from grade 1. We have English from grade 6. So while as here they have it from grade 1. But the interesting thing is I'm seeing that still students here, because they are exposed to Arabic in the class, in their English class a lot, they are not learning that much. And it's the same as in Iran. Although Iran, they start at grade 6, here they start at grade 1, it's the same. We can't say it's better or like it's worse. So the important thing I would say is very important is teachers, how they teach, their techniques that they are teaching. Unfortunately, like in university, I'm seeing that it depends on where students have gone to school. Like in some parts, they are stronger. In some parts, rural parts, they are weaker.
Yes. One more question. So you have been teaching English for almost 18 years. Am I right? If I am not wrong, 18 years.
Yes.
Yeah. So during these 18 years, I must say that you are a passionate educator. And what should be the strategy of English when it comes to deal with the students studying in the Middle East? So what kind of strategy you would like to adopt?
Well, first of all, it's a matter of knowing your students as a human being. They are human beings. They are here to learn, but they have their own background. They have their own things going on in the house. They have their issues and a lot of things. So each student comes with a different characteristic, with a different personality in a class and a different kind of style of learning. So we as teachers are going to balance, for example, I had a class of 30 students, 31 students, and I had to balance this. So balancing 30, 31 number of students in a class with different characteristics, with different personalities. Yes, it can be hard. Well done to teachers. It's tough, and hats off to them. But the thing is, first of all, we have to be passionate and patient. So the passion and patience is important. They are going to sometimes drive us crazy. Guys, boys, girls, you do drive us crazy. But okay, we try to smile always. We try to give you energy. We try to give you what you need. But I always tell, because I'm a teacher trainer too, I train teachers. So I'm going to try to talk easily so your students understand. It's now been like, I guess, 8 years. Yeah, sorry, 10 years. I am teaching new graduates, people who want to become teachers, or even for experienced teachers. I put workshops and I give them techniques. I tell them I share my ideas. I just share my ideas, they share their ideas. So the most important thing I always say, and I've always said this, is if you touch a heart, you've done it. They will learn everything you say. They might not give you the answer that you want, but if you touch a heart, They're there with you until the end of the term and more on. They might not continue their education, but they will always tell you their success, what they did in life. And I guess teaching English is part of teaching soft skills, teaching life skills, and a lot of other things.
Yes. So here is my last question. English language is gaining popularity day by day because of the globalization and because of many other aspects. In Indian context, English language is becoming more and more important because in India we have many languages. The only language that can unify India is English. So English is a survival
and it's your
language.
second language, right?
Yeah, it's a third language in India. English is a third language. Yeah, so it's a survival language in India. So in India, the demand for English teachers also is also more and more the demand, and the governments, all the local governments are recruiting the English teachers just to make Indians to speak fluently. So that's how the situation is in India. So here my question is, what qualities you suggest an English teacher should have to make a student to be good at English? So what qualities you suggest an English teacher should have?
So the first quality is a teacher should be able to show, because nowadays students are very clever. They are very wise and very clever. They distinguish a teacher that is here for them. Is the teacher here for them, or does, okay, we all have other things, but part of it is, okay, it's salary, money, life, anything, but we are here for them. So they should first of all understand that the teacher is here for them in any situation, learning and anything else they need. I would say the second one is a teacher should convey the knowledge they have based on they should be flexible, the adaptation based on the class. Sometimes we have knowledge and we have a grade 7 class, but we are conveying our knowledge like an IELTS course. So, okay, or a grade 12 course, but we should be based on the level. So if you have knowledge, I guess the quality is adaptation and flexibility to convey that properly. And well, I would say the third quality is a teacher should be able to communicate. If a teacher is a good communicator, a teacher would easily teach and the learners would be able to ask and learn easily. And fourth, I would say that a very good teacher, a great teacher, even if a teacher is handed a terrible book, that teacher would turn that terrible textbook, that terrible book into something great. So a real teacher would turn a horrible textbook into something great. So it's not a matter of having something or doing, it's a matter of first our mindset. Because if you love something, you can continue it until the end. And the love will come back. Your students will love you, they will learn, and they will continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.